Beast sparrow, 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 beast sparrow. Yo, dog, it's beast sparrow. Like, share, and subscribe. This belief is gonna bring it live. Information World News.
The experience of enslaved people in America was marked by immense suffering and hardship. Enslaved individuals were compelled to work long hours, often from sunrise to sunset, in harsh conditions on plantations, farms, and in households. Many faced brutal physical punishment for perceived disobedience or failure to meet work expectations, including whipping, beating, and other forms of violence. The emotional toll was exacerbated by the frequent separation from family, as individuals were often sold or traded away, leading to lifelong trauma and loss. Enslaved people had no autonomy over their lives, including where they lived, whom they married, or how they raised their children. They were treated as property rather than human beings, stripped of their dignity and identity. Many lived in overcrowded, unsanitary conditions with inadequate shelter, food, and clothing, which contributed to poor health outcomes. The lack of education was another significant barrier, as enslaved individuals were often denied the opportunity to learn to read and write, further entrenching their subjugation. The psychological distress and trauma of enslavement were compounded by the constant threat of violence and repression. Any form of resistance, whether through rebellion, escape attempts, or even subtle acts of defiance, could lead to severe consequences. Enslaved women were particularly vulnerable to sexual exploitation, facing abuse from slave owners and other white men, which added another layer of suffering and risk, especially for those who bore children who would also be enslaved. Legally, enslaved people had no rights and were subject to laws that enforced their status as property, making it nearly impossible to seek justice or protection. Additionally, efforts to suppress their cultural practices, languages, and religions further dehumanized them, although many found ways to preserve and adapt their cultural identities. Overall, the experiences of enslaved individuals varied by region, time period, and individual circumstances, but the overarching theme was one of profound suffering and resilience in the face of systemic oppression. The descendants of American slaves embody a rich tapestry of resilience, cultural heritage, and strength that has shaped not only their communities but also the broader American society. Their strengths can be observed across various dimensions, including cultural contributions, social activism, economic resilience, and educational achievements. One of the most profound strengths of the descendants of American slaves is their immense cultural contribution to the United States and the world. From music genres like jazz, blues, and hip-hop to literary works that explore the complexities of identity and history, these descendants have profoundly influenced American culture. Artists, writers, and musicians have used their platforms to express the struggles and triumphs of their ancestors, creating a rich legacy that resonates with people of all backgrounds. This cultural wealth fosters a sense of identity and pride within the community. The history of American slavery is marked by unimaginable hardship, yet the descendants of those who endured this legacy have demonstrated remarkable resilience. We have faced systemic racism, economic disparities, and social injustices, yet we continue to rise, adapt, and thrive. This resilience is evident in our ability to overcome obstacles, whether in the pursuit of education, career advancement, or community building. The strength to persevere in the face of adversity is a testament to our enduring spirit and determination. The descendants of American slaves have played a pivotal role in social justice movements throughout history. From the abolitionist movement to the civil rights movement and beyond, we have been at the forefront of advocating for equality and justice. Leaders such as Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, and contemporary activists continue to inspire generations to fight against oppression and inequality. This is a great time to be a foundational Black American. If you don't know, FBAs are descendants of the indigenous American slave. It seems that so many people around the world are speaking out against foundational Black Americans for whatever reason, but for the most part it seems to be because we are finally taking up for ourselves. We are separating ourselves from people that look like us, but are not of us. For so long and far too many times we have been grouped together with people that have our same skin tones but are not of our lineage. As the Most High Yah commanded, we are setting ourselves apart. They say Black Americans don't have any culture, yet everybody and they mama all over the world is rapping Kendrick Lamar songs and doing Kendrick Lamar dances. Make it make sense. Foundational Black Americans are the salt of the earth. Period.
B Sparrow, 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 B Sparrow.